there's some things that make you say, what in the world was he thinking?
And that is what you have to ask about a man who goes from New Jersey to Florida to hit another guy in the head with a hammer. Hello, my friends, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. We are talking about something a little different. First, I would like to remind everybody that tonight at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, that would be 9 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Pacific, I will be streaming Dragon Age Origins, so I do hope you can have the time to come by and just hang out and chat for a little bit. That said, this is Edward Kang, a 20-year-old who played a game called ArcheAge. ArcheAge is an MMO. It appears to be your basic kind of Korean MMO where interesting story, okay graphics, nothing really particularly stand out from it. The only thing that's really stand out about it is the fact that this fellow here got into an argument with another guy playing the same game, flew from Newark, New Jersey to Jacksonville, Florida, then drove to Fernandina Beach, entered this boy's house, or this man's house. They're over 20, so I guess man, technically. Entered this man's house through the unlocked front door, and as this man was getting up from playing a game to use the bathroom, met him with a hammer and proceeded to strike him over the head. Now, at this stage, the unnamed victim began to fight back and woke his stepfather, who, luckily for him, came out to help until the police got there. Once the police arrived, Edward asked the police, how long do you get for breaking and entering and assault?
Asked our deputy, how much time in jail do you get for breaking and entering and assault? And I would say, Mr. Kang, it's going to be a long time before you play video games again.
And that has got to be one of the craziest things to ask after you break into somebody's house and hit them over the head. I mean, I guess it's not that crazy, realistically. If you're going to break into somebody's house and hit them over the head and then you get caught, you're going to want to know how long you're going to spend in jail for it. And it's not a short amount of time, I'm sure. He's been charged with 2 counts of breaking and entering and 1 count of attempted second-degree murder in Florida. I don't think he'll be leaving Florida for quite a while. But the question is what drives somebody to attack another person over a video game? Now, something to note about this game is that it is actually shutting down this month. Here's the website service termination announcement. It says, Dear Inheritors, as a publisher of games, it is our mission to provide our players with great and enjoyable gaming experiences, so it is with heavy hearts we announce the official closure of our ArcheAge servers, effective June 27th, 2024, so basically as of today. After discussing the performance of ArcheAge with XL Games at length, we have concluded that we are no longer able to provide the MMORPG we envisioned. The declining number of active players means the game's content is no longer accessible in the way it used to be, and the experience of it is different from what was originally intended. In light of this, we've made the difficult decision to terminate the live service of ArcheAge in Europe and North America. We understand this news is disappointing, for it's a feeling we share. ArcheAge has been a big part of our lives, and we know many of you have a history with the game many times longer than ours. As we approach the end of this journey, we invite you to join us as we ride into the sunset. Roadmap, game access, ArcheAge servers will remain live until 8 o'clock UTC on June 27th, 2024. Customer support will be available until September 27th to assist with any inquiries or concerns. We want to extend our deepest gratitude to every member of Noya Hiranya and the pirates who called ArcheAge home. Your spirit and stories will forever be a part of the legacy we created together. Though our paths may diverge, the memories we made will always remain. For ongoing updates, please keep an eye on our official channels. We are committed to providing a transparent and supportive service until the very last moment. Thank you for everything. So the question to ask is, did this guy maybe blame the other guy for the fact it was closing down? The only thing he said is that the other guy is a bad person online. Was there maybe something more going on that we don't know about? I mean, obviously there must be something more we don't know about. There's a whole lot we don't know about. We don't know why. And that is a huge question. It bothers me. Why would you do this? As you can see, this story has made it into the New York Times. New York Post, it's been on CBS News. Appears to be quite the news story across the country, obviously. Here is the press conference with the sheriff.
What makes this incident particularly noteworthy is that it originated from an online altercation. The suspect flew from Newark, New Jersey to Florida, apparently to confront the victim in person.
The why? That's what I need to know, is why was he confronting the victim? What did he have to say?
At approximately 2 a.m. yesterday, our deputies responded to a call at a residence in Fernandina Beach regarding a physical altercation between two individuals. Upon arrival, they discovered a significant amount of blood in the entryway of the home and the victim's bedroom. The victim's stepfather reported being awake.
That amount of blood probably just means that he cracked the skin and not the actual skull. Head wounds bleed like a bitch.
By screams for help. When he went to see what was going on, he found his stepson on the ground, struggling with the attacker who was in possession of a hammer. The suspect was identified as 20-year-old Edward Coe Kang.
Now, the one thing that really bothers me is that they have this person labeled as white on his arrest record. I'm not sure why that is, but...
And this is his picture.
I'm not sure about the inaccuracy. I don't know why the inaccuracy in reporting is going on there, but whatever. I also want to know why he has a bunch of 2X's on his shirts. Is maybe that just the size? Is that a 2X? Does he wear a 2X? And the New York Post puts it, a New York man got so ticked off while duking it out in an online video game that he flew to Florida in the middle of the night to bash his rival with a hammer. The Post always has some very entertaining writing. It's not very truthful sometimes, but it's always very entertaining. Edward Kang, 20, allegedly hopped on an overnight flight at New York Liberty International Airport, landed at Jacksonville International Airport, and booked a hotel room before he showed up at the victim's house at 2 a.m. Sunday swinging a hammer, officials said. They really do an excellent job at the inflammatory language. It's kind of entertaining. This is a weird one, Nassau County, Florida. Sheriff Bill Leeper said at a briefing Monday. Some things make you say, Things
that make you go,
Some things you just can't make up, Leeper told reporters. There are some things that you say, what in the world was he thinking? And there are some things that make you say, you're not going to believe this. Well, in this case, you say all four of those. The sheriff said Kang got angry at the victim while playing the multiplayer game Arch-Age and was ticked off enough that he told his mom he was going to visit a friend in the Sunshine State and took off. Wow. I mean, I know he's over 20, so it's not like not like his parents are going to stop him in most cases. But hey, Mom, I'm just going to randomly fly to Florida and say hi to somebody. My mother would be asking me questions if I was at that age, if I had said, yeah, I'm just going to Florida. For one, where is he getting the money to just fly to Florida? Have you looked at prices for flights lately? Worse, that quick turnaround, that's an expensive flight. Of course, it was probably a red eye. No, he was there at by 2 a.m. So he checked in the hotel in Florida at 2 a.m. Friday, and the next day stopped at an Ace Hardware outlet to pick up a hammer and a flashlight. So he got there Friday. He went shopping on Saturday, and then early on Sunday, he snuck into the victim's house in Fernandina Beach, dressed in black and wearing a mask and gloves, and attacked his rival with a hammer. The victim's stepfather awakened by screams for help. He said, when he went to see what was going on, he found his stepson on the ground struggling with the attacker, who was in possession of a hammer. Leeper said the two restrained Kang until police arrived. He said the victim suffered severe but non-life-threatening head wounds, while Kang is being held at the Nassau County on attempted murder and burglary charges. The sheriff said Kang is not cooperating with police. When the suspect was asked why he did what he did, the suspect stated that he is a bad person online, talking about the victim, Leeper said. In addition, the suspect asked our deputy, how much jail time do I get for breaking and entering an assault? I mean, when you say a bad person online, what does that mean? Was he doing things he ought not to? Was he maybe sending messages on Twitch or something? Or what? Were they after the same girl? Is a girl involved? I mean, that would explain a lot of stuff to me. If there was a girl involved. Did they maybe have some kind of deal for something that fell through because of the closing of the game? I don't know, guys. This is just, it's crazy to me. What would drive a guy to fly across the country, book a hotel? I know I'm just repeating myself at this stage, but it's crazy. Why would you do that? Can you think of any reason you would do that? Because I sure can't. If I'm going to go to Florida, it's not going to be to hit somebody with a hammer. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Hopefully, I will see you this evening. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. If you really liked it, you can feel free to share it around, and I will catch you later.